Tonight, Ant-Man and the Timberwolves look to advance the conference finals for back-to-back seasons as they take on the Warriors at home. If Golden State has any chance of winning tonight, they'll have to do it without Steph Curry, as he's still sidelined from a hamstring injury. It's been 3 years since Curry's last title. He's 37 years old, Dog. Tell me this. Do you feel like Steph has won his last championship?
I think you'd probably say yes. You'd have to say that. 37's older. I'm not sure about their salary cap implications. Those teams in the Western Conference are tricky. Houston's going to be good. Obviously, we know about Oklahoma City. Minnesota's got their best players 23 years of age. I mean, it gets harder, not easier, the older that you get. They had a little chance this year, but his injury hurt them in this series against Minnesota. I think, to be fair, you'd probably say that his chance to get a fifth ring is over with as far as the Warriors go.
Yeah, I got to agree with you on that, Doggy. Father Time is undefeated. He's 37. Jimmy's soon to be 36. And no fault of Steph. It's nothing he did wrong. But you look at this team, and since they won, they went 10th, and they didn't make the playoffs last year. They were 10th. This year, they were 10th again. The Jimmy trade moved them up to 7th. Got a little bit of life, got a little bit of excitement. But overall, since they won that championship, it's been a decline for them. And this is no fault of Steph. He's been a great player. He's done a great job. But it's just time to move on, and I don't think they'll get another one in his team.
I don't think so either. So it's a trifecta there, but I'm going to bring up different reasons than y'all brought up. It's not because of Steph at all. Steph is still playing like an all-world player when he's on the court. The brother's spectacular. I think the second we really, really knew in our hearts this was it, was when they didn't get Kevin Durant to come down. Remember, they were interested in acquiring Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant made it clear he didn't want to go back. And because he didn't want to go back, Jimmy Butler was the consolation prize. We're looking at Jimmy Butler. We know what he can do, but Jimmy Butler has no problem being Robin. But can you be Batman anymore? The answer is likely no. And then you look at Draymond Green. Draymond Green was my defensive player of the year. Draymond Green is getting outplayed by Julius Randle in this series. He is getting outplayed by Julius Randle in this series. If you're getting outplayed by Julius Randle, who could play? Julius Randle's no scrub now. All-star caliber player. But if you're getting outplayed by Julius Randle and you got a guy in Jimmy Butler climbing up there in age and showing you that although he's still gifted, on a night-in, night-out basis, he can't possibly be what he used to be because Father Time has creeped up on him as well, then what choice do you have but to concede that this is it for the Golden State Warriors unless you can go out there and acquire additional talent? And you haven't proven that you could really, really do that to the level needed to supplant young Lions like OKC, like a Minnesota. Dallas will be back next year. Yes. Houston is in the mix. San Antonio may pull something to elevate themselves. There's too much resistance in the Western Conference for Golden State to overcome. I think we've seen the last of Steph Curry as a champion in Golden State.
I'm with you. Good job on San Antonio.
I can't argue that. And like you said, the West is only going to get better, only going to get stronger. Golden State, they're going to fall behind, but the OKCs, the SGAs, and those guys, they're going to continue to grow.
Want me to tell you who deserves more props than almost anybody, and we never, ever, ever mention him, even though he's a hell of a player? We need to give a lot of props to De'Aaron Fox, forcing his way out of Sacramento, insisting on being in San Antonio. And it wasn't just to be a teammate with Victor Wembanyama. You look at Castle, he's a rookie of the year. You have back-to-back rookies of the year. Now they got the 2nd and the 14th pick in the upcoming NBA draft, and they've got maneuverability to go out there and even potentially acquire a Giannis. I mean, De'Aaron Fox, we ain't mentioned him. That's a brilliant move on his part. All right, because Sacramento's on a fast track to nowhere. Ain't nobody thinking about them.
Superstar forward Jason Tatum underwent surgery to repair a ruptured right Achilles tendon. He suffered the injury late in the fourth quarter of Monday night's Game 4 against the Knicks. Team said the surgery was a success. No timetable is available for his return. First and foremost, we wish the very best for a speedy and full recovery to Jason Tatum. Having said that, the playoffs continue for his team. The Celtics were 9-2 without him this year. That includes a first-round playoff win against Orlando. Both their losses actually were against the Magic. It's worth noting the only playoff teams that Boston played without Tatum was Orlando and Detroit. Now, even without Tatum, the Celtics are favored tonight. They're a 4.5-point favorite at home. They are significant underdogs, however, in the series. The Knicks, as you see at ESPN Bet Sportsbook, are minus 600, which if you don't speak gambling is a prohibitive, significant favorite. But again, the Celtics are favored by 4.5 tonight. And Wendy, you just hinted at something. You were in Boston. You said that you got criticism yesterday for suggesting the series isn't over. What was the criticism and what is your thinking on it not being over?
Yeah, well, I just think, there's such momentum for the Knicks, and I agree. They've played brilliantly, and they won that game regardless of the Tatum injury. Even if that terrible moment hadn't happened, they were going to win that game, and they've earned being up 3-1. But the Celtics are going to be a lot to knock out. And, there's people who agree with me. Those people are on the Knicks. The Knicks might be the first time the Knicks have gotten this close as a team, but you look at their players, a lot of them have a lot of deep playoff experience, whether it's OG Anunoby, whether it's even Jalen Brunson, who won championships as a college player. They know this is going to be a big challenge. And I know naturally people are going to keep an eye on Jaylen Brown and expect more out of him. And as a former finals MVP, I understand that, but I think the Celtics need something from Kristaps Porzingis tonight as well. Porzingis is a player who was a difference maker in the regular season against the Knicks. He has been ill again, and he has only averaged 5 points a game on 28% shooting in this series. But if they're going to be able to create separation from this Knicks so formidable, they've got to go to this weapon that they haven't tapped into over the last 4 games.
Okay, let's dive into it here, Jay Will. Give me the very specifics. Go.
It's because UD's here. Look, this is a man check, dog. This is a man check. I don't care what you say in post-game interviews. I don't care what you say in pre-game speeches. None of that stuff matters. What matters is your body language, your intensity, your eyes, your passion you show on the court.
Who are we talking about?
I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about the $300 million man. I'm talking about the 7'3" unicorn.
Yes.
I'm talking about Drew Holiday strapping people up. I'm talking about Derek White, who was lost defensively. I'm talking about everybody. Joe Mazzulla. This is an energy level thing. You better damn defend home court or you got your ass cooked 3 times in a row. You ever won a game at home? Yes. In a closeout scenario, that's the kind of energy you need to show me tonight. It's a gut check.
Yeah, they're definitely being judged. I mean, everybody always talks about how they won it last year, and I know they won it, and you take your ring and you go home and you enjoy it, but teams were not at 100%. This is the opportunity where people are testing your heart. You got to step up to the plate. We need to see Jaylen Brown of the Eastern Conference Finals MVP last year. We need to see the Jaylen Brown that averaged 30, that shot 40% from 3, that shot 51% from the field. Yes, you're going to have matchups that you can't attack, but you need to hunt that Cat matchup. You need to hunt that Brunson matchup. And then when you have OG, you still need to be aggressive, and you need to get in the paint. You need to make other guys better. And on the defensive end, just like you set the tone in the finals against Luka, we need the same intensity. We need the same focus.
All I'm going to tell you is I've known Jason Tatum for a long time. I'm not going to tell you about our conversation, but he's devastated.
I can't.
He's devastated right now. Do it for him. Do it for that's your
brother.
UD,
Your
you know
brother.
this.
Your
brother.
brother
goes down in
Yes.
battle. This
Great
is
point.
we got to get this one.
Protect your
we can
brother.
worry about game 6, game 7 later. That dude put everything on the line. 42 tore his Achilles, crying in a wheelchair. All this stuff. We got to do it for
This
him.
is bigger than basketball tonight.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
You're being
It has
judged.
to be.
You're being judged. You're being judged.
Talk to me about that, because you've got a confluence of circumstances.
What's your favorite team? Comment below, and if you liked the video, please leave a like. This really helps the channel grow and brings you even more content. Oh, and if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button and activate the bell to receive all notifications. With each game, we noticed that the NBA is getting more competitive every day, and all the teams are looking for reinforcements to win the championship. And only here can you follow your favorite team daily with incredible content from different sources. Here on the channel, there are new videos every day with analysis, curiosities, and the best moments in basketball. That's it for today, folks. Thanks for following along. The NBA doesn't stop, and neither do we. Until the next video. NBA, the passion that connects us.